Hey guys, today's workout. So we're gonna do 21, 15, 9 weighted squats and dips. In between your rounds, you're gonna be completing 25 double unders or singles. So the way this is gonna work is you're gonna do 21 weighted squats, 21 dips, 25 double unders or singles, 15 weighted squats, 15 dips, 25 double unders or singles, 9 weighted squats, 9 dips, 25 double unders or singles. But that's not all. If you're still watching, your workout is going to continue. Then you're going to do 9 weighted squats or dips, 25 more double unders or singles, 15 weighted squats or dips. That's right, you guessed it. 25 double unders or singles, and 21 weighted squats and dips. We'll leave off the last double unders or singles. So you're going to do 21 weighted squats and dips. That is your time.
Hey guys, so I wanted to go over a few things about today's workout. You just saw where Brendan went over the details of the workout. This one should be really exciting, a really good workout. So I specifically want to talk briefly about the dip option. All right, so obviously if we have a bench or a chair, and we could always do our dips here and go down, right? The closer our feet are, the easier it's gonna be. The further out, the tougher it's gonna be, all right? If for some reason those are work for you, but they irritate your shoulders, you could always take a dumbbell, very similar to the warm-up, or just like the warm-up. You could do them kneeling or standing, and you could do tricep extensions. Okay, if you have something light, 2 light ones, you could do both. Okay, working the triceps. The dip for today is obviously there's some core elements to it, but there's also a lot of tricep work in that. So those are options for you today for the dips. Now, if none of those are great for you, you can always do push-ups. Push-ups are a great alternative for dips, especially because today we don't have a push-up in our programming, so you can always go into a push-up, and that's going to be a lot of push-ups, and that's going to actually be that would make it a really tough workout. Now, outside of that, you can always take 2 chairs if they were a little bit taller, and you could set something up like we do the boxes, and we could do our dips like that. Maybe you could turn these chairs around, do it at the top. Just be super careful with that. I just want to go over really quick one other alternative. A friend of mine in Charlotte, I saw her do this one, and I thought it was interesting. It's going to transition pretty well into a muscle up, but it's also going to work the tricep for the dip. So you're going to lay back, you're going to do a straight leg sit up into a dip, and then press up. That's 1, that's 2, right? So you could do that as an alternative. Now obviously you're adding a sit up in there, so it's going to change the dynamic a little bit, but you could always do that. That's probably what I'm going to do tomorrow. Now, on the weighted squats, you could go heavy, light. Depending on how heavy you go is going to change the dynamic of the workout. So when we talk about the intent of this workout, if it was just a 21, 15, 9, we know that's going to be fast and furious, right? We know that the double unders are going to get our heart rate up, as well as the goblet squats. We also know our triceps are going to get pretty burnt, but 21, 15, 9, we can expect to get through that fairly quickly, all right? But because we're adding a 9, 15, 12 at the end, now we got to increase again, and it's going to get pretty tough, all right? That 15 and 21 towards the end is probably going to be pretty miserable, especially if you decided to go heavy or really find a difficult alternative for the dips. I would say the push-ups, if you're doing push-ups, it's going to get pretty tough in that last 15 and 21. So my encouragement to you is especially if you're going heavy on the squats, you want to pace this thing out in the first beginning, that 21-15 at the very beginning. get to your 9, and then you want to start picking that up and really start pushing the limit towards the latter part of the workout. The first part, you're kind of you're gradually bringing in, you're working at a steady pace, but you're not trying to set any records. You want to be able to get into that place where when you go 9, 15, 21, you know that 15, 21 is going to get tough, okay? What you don't want to do is you don't want to be sitting there shaking out trying to do dips, your version of the dip, on that last set of 21. If those of you that have handstand push-ups, you know when they go, and you get so frustrated. So for those of you that are doing the dips and they're challenging dips, then you want to be aware of that, okay? Maybe even push-ups would get that challenging, all right? So you want to make sure you're pacing that out in the first half so you can really open it up on the second half. Those of you that the dips aren't as challenging, right? Maybe it's limitation with the shoulder or something. You want to try to get the squat, maybe go a little heavier for the squat, okay? You want something in there to be challenging where it's causing you to pace this workout, all right? What you don't want to happen on this workout is pick something that you could just blow through the 21, 15, 9, 9, 15, 21. Especially if you don't have double unders, you want to make sure that either your dips are challenging or your squat weight is challenging. So I'd love to know what you're doing for the dips, what you're using for the squat. Obviously, this is an odd object, so you can pick whatever you would like to pick. And if you want to go heavy, go heavy. If you want to go light, go light. Just have a plan. One portion of this workout needs to be challenging. This is also a great workout that if you're flirting with double unders, maybe not make the rest of it as challenging and stick to your double unders. I also want to encourage you, if you choose something like this to do your dips, stick with it. If it gets hard and you're like, I'm just losing it, don't go to the next scale down. Stick with it. You chose it. It's yours to bear until you finish. All right? If something starts hurting, obviously at that point you can scale it back and go to a different option. But if not, I want you to bear it and grind through it. See you at the other end.